Well, we've got the last few days of summer officially and also, well, weather-wise. Let's go to the weather maps. Sierra Wave Media forecaster Dennis Mattinson notes that the upper low, which has streamed moisture into our district for the last few days, that's moved out of the area up by Utah. This will, in effect, end our thunderstorm chances. Mattinson says a weak ridge will push across the region and short wave moving through the Pacific Northwest, bringing dry and breezy conditions through Tuesday. A trophy pattern looks to begin over the eastern Pacific midweek, with temperatures dropping to normal or just below. Dennis Mattinson says looks like fall is ready to show up soon. Fall officially begins this Sunday at 1:44 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Low tonight into tomorrow morning for Mammoth, 41 degrees. Bishop and the Owens Valley, 45 degrees. For Mammoth, June in Mono County on Tuesday, lots of sunshine, but southwest winds out there, 20 to 25 miles an hour with some gusts to 35. A fire weather watch has been hoisted by the National Weather Service. Just 64 the expected high in Mammoth, low of about 34 degrees. Wednesday, lots of sunshine, just some light winds, 68 the high in Mammoth, low of about 41 degrees. And Thursday through Mono County again with sunny skies and just some light wind in the forecast. High 68 in Mammoth, low of about 43. For Bishop and the Owens Valley on Tuesday, lots of sunshine. However, some south winds kicking up anywhere from 5 to 20 miles an hour throughout most of the afternoon. 88 the expected high in Bishop, low of about 43 degrees. Sunny skies in the forecast for Wednesday for the Owens Valley. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's 87 the expected high in Bishop, low of about 48 degrees. And for Thursday, sunny skies, some southeast winds blowing through the Owens Valley 5 to 10 miles an hour. 86 the expected high in Bishop, low of about 48 degrees. So a little bit cooler weather coming our way. Let's go over to sports, and well, let's head out to Galt McClure Stadium at the Mammoth School Complex. Friday night action. It's the big Eastern Sierra 11-man football rivalry. It was the Bishop Union High School varsity football team traveling to take on Mammoth. No junior varsity game, but boy, a fun varsity game. Mammoth Huskies, boy, they're always up against it playing Bishop. Got about twice the enrollment that Mammoth does, but Marty Thompson's Mammoth Huskies gave a good showing against the Bishop Broncos, coached by Bill Egan. Coach Bill Egan said, we played some pretty good defense. We had some kids play well, and well, both teams are now 1-1 following this game. Friday night, non-league action at Galt McClure Stadium, and it was the Bishop Broncos coming away with a 35-19 victory. Bishop took a 21-10 lead into halftime. The Broncos went up 35-10 in the fourth quarter. However, the Huskies scored a late touchdown, also got a safety to make that final score 35-19. And with Mammoth Huskies, after a win against Rosamond, now 1-1 on the season. Bishop Broncos a couple weeks ago lost to Whittier Christian, so Bishop also 1-1. As we're just kind of running through some of the highlights of both the Bishop Broncos and the Mammoth Huskies, it was an exciting game, if a little bit sloppy. A large crowd, Mammoth Husky fans really enjoying it. Some nice fans from Bishop also lining the field. And again, just a good game all the way around for fans of high school football in the Eastern Sierra. Bishop Union High School varsity football coach Bill Egan named defensive end and offensive tackle Hunter Campmoyer as the overall player of the game. Defensive back and running back Noah Stevens, offensive player of the game, and defensive back David Tanksley as the defensive player of the game. Hey, big game for Noah Stevens, 152 yards rushing on 11 carries. Colin Batchelder had 51 yards on 6 carries. And Dustin Walsdorf getting his action in the Friday night, 71 yards rushing on 10 carries. Bishop had 318 yards rushing. They only threw 4 passes, completed 1. That went to Thomas Montoya for 44 yards. The Bishop defense did a good job picking off 3 passes from the Mammoth Huskies. 2 of those interceptions by Carl Olson and 1 by Noah Stevens. Tanksley and Desmond Frank led the way with 9 tackles. Campmoyer had 8. Again, a good job by the Bishop Broncos getting their first win of the season. But as we said, the Huskies, they hung tough against a good Bishop squad. Several fine plays turned in by Mammoth, including, how about Stephen Orrick with a 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Stephen Orrick showing some great speed on that one. Dennis Orrick, 127 yards rushing on 12 carries. Quarterback Lucas Underkoffler for Mammoth. Hey, 9 of 14 passing, 147 yards. Unfortunately, those 3 interceptions. Alex Mueller had 3 receptions for Mammoth, totaling 72 yards. Matt Graff, 3 receptions for 36 yards. And Cody Underkoffler caught 2 passes for 19 yards. Mueller led the way with 18 tackles for the Husky defense. Matt Graff had 17 tackles and 1 huge hit out there at least. Austin Van Winkle had 11 tackles. And again, it was the Bishop Broncos scoring a 35-19 victory against the Mammoth Huskies. Mammoth Huskies are going to be opening up Desert Mountain League play. I know already, huh? Just the 3rd game of the season. Lots of teams in the DML, including the new one, the Desert Scorpions. Huskies will be traveling to Edwards Air Force Base on Friday. Again, DML opener at Desert. The Bishop Broncos, meanwhile, have a Saturday game. The Broncos will be traveling to Lancaster to take on Desert Christian, which is in the DML, but this will be a non-league game, obviously. That's going to wrap up news and information for us here on Sierra Wave TV. You know we're part of Sierra Wave Media. You can hear our radio station, 92.5 FM, 96.5 FM, streaming on our website, sierrawave.net. Have a great evening, everybody. Good night.